Hey everyone, welcome back. The Polestar 3 gets a $30,000 price cut in China. That is despite no price war claims by the CEO, Thomas Ingersoll. So today we've got something quite exciting to go through. Is it a price cut or isn't it a price cut? That's a very good discussion to have. So let's get into it. Now let me just remind you guys, remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more updates. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter, link is in the description. And we have a new wallpaper pack that is out and it's completely free. I made it for you guys. That's wallpaper for your laptop, computer, and your cell phone and tablets, anything. So let's get into this news because we've had a lot of things going on with Polestar recently. Share price is going absolutely crazy, though I'm enjoying it because I like to buy cheap share. But let's stay on topic. Now the Polestar 3 has officially been released in China and given a price cut of $30,000. It is now available to purchase with a reduced cost. It is likely that the highly anticipated luxury SUV will hit the US shore this year. Now the Polestar 3 is set to be available for European and North American customers this winter. This came directly after the CEO of Polestar stated that the company won't be engaging in any price war with Tesla and its competitors alike. That's according to Thomas Ingersoll, their CEO. Now, this is where it gets interesting, of course. So this has Polestar fans questioning the statements of the current CEO. Despite this being a beneficiary action for its fans and potential customers, while most see these actions as a price cut strategy to combat Tesla and its competitors alike, we at Monument, meaning myself of course, we're seeing this as a simply price change given the initial pricing was announced late last year when the market and economy was on a very different trajectory. And that's true. Let's be honest. Last year, when the pricing was announced, when this vehicle was unveiled, a lot of things were very different in the market, in the electric vehicle market and in the normal financial market, in the cost to manufacture these vehicles. Everything was quite different late last year when this vehicle was announced. Not to mention, this was before the price war began. This was before Tesla announced their price reductions. I think Tesla announced that back in November, December, could be wrong. But this vehicle, it was debuted in October last year. So that's a lot of month. A lot could change in that time and they might decide to do a price change. Perhaps the demand isn't meeting expectation in China. They need to lower price in order to get more orders. That makes a lot of sense. But it is still surprising to fans that this came directly after the CEO basically said, we will not be reducing price. We will not be going into a price war, essentially, with Tesla. So it is confusing for a lot of people, and I understand that. To be honest, I really do. So it appears to us at Monument that Polestar is taking a different strategy for the year 2023. And this is to adapt to the current state of electric vehicle market. We believe it is not, however, to engage in any price war. It is a long-term strategy that could prove to be the correct path for the company at the current time. And that's true. That is absolutely true. So the car is available for $101,400. So this electric vehicle will be rival to the Tesla Model X and the Rivian R1S, of course. This is Polestar top range. This is their flagship SUV. So it's got all the bells and whistles. Seriously, it's even got bidirectional charging, which will come at a later point. But the first initial units of this car won't have LiDAR. I spoke about that before. But I do believe the LiDAR versions will be coming late next year, possibly. But this year, late this year, there'll be the normal Polestar 3 without LiDAR. So in October 2022, Polestar launched its flagship EV, the Polestar 3. That is with a host of modern features, holding true to its distinct Scandinavian design style and minimalism. The SUV boasts the aerodynamic shape along with a smart zone that brings together radars, cameras, and ultrasonic sensors for added safety. With an EPA range of 270 miles, it is set to make a wave in the electric car industry. Now, Polestar claims that its SUV embodies pure luxury through its distinctive design, driving, environmental friendliness, and technology. The US version of the vehicle will carry a starting price of $83,000 and can be charged quickly in 30 minutes. So despite the reduced price in China, it is still more expensive in China compared to the USA price. That's a key thing to keep in mind. It's kind of bizarre, isn't it? So apparently it's not just Polestar who does this. Apparently a bunch of other car companies do this. They overprice their vehicles in China. But who knows? Perhaps it's because the EV market over there is very different. Perhaps the demands are very different. Perhaps there's way more demands than supplies. So reducing price could make a lot of sense. Now, deliveries of the Polestar 3 is expected to start at 2023 end, and of course the subsequent launch of the Polestar 4 this year. I believe that's the unveil. The official launch will probably be next year when the vehicle hits the road. But we can expect the full unveil of the Polestar 5 next year, which is even more exciting. Now the Polestar 3 runs on a 111 kilowatts battery, which offers an approximate EPA range of 300 miles. It has several similarities with the Volvo EX90, though its seating capacity is limited to only 5 passengers. Its basic power level delivers 489 horsepower, accelerates from 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Choosing a optional performance pack brings it up to 517 horsepower, reduce the acceleration time to 4.6 seconds. That's a lot. That is a lot, to say the least. But yeah, I find it quite interesting. So I am constantly waiting to see these cars officially in China on the road. Just wanting to see videos of these cars on the road will be really exciting. Seriously, absolutely exciting. Because while this car uses the same platform as the Volvo EX90, they both look completely different. So I've got to say, what Volvo did with the design, really smart. Really good job. Seriously, they deserve a lot of credit for that. And Polestar as well. Both companies working together really works well. Now, I've spoken about the share in another video, haven't edited yet. But what's important to keep in mind is that this is not the time to panic just because the share price is low. Seriously, there are a lot of reasons why the share price could be low, but there's no good reasons to panic. Has the fundamentals of the business changed? No. Is the business still on trajectory? Yes. They plan on delivering 80,000 vehicles this year. That is a 60% increase. That's a 60% increase compared to last year. Last year, they delivered 50,000 vehicles. Really incredible stuff. So I think it's obvious to think that the company should be able to deliver 100,000 next year, 2024. By 2025, we're looking at 150,000. By 2026, we're possibly looking at 200,000. By 2027, we're possibly looking at 250,000. So that's 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and then 2027, of course. So a 5 years gap. I think that's quite reasonable. You've got to give this company time to develop. Not to mention, the CEO has placed his importance on building a European factory. They have that on their mindset. That's very important to them. They will be able to manufacture in the US. They'll be manufacturing in China, but they want to manufacture in Europe as well in the near future. That could be in the next 5 to 10 years. That's exciting. And of course, what you got to keep in mind is that what Polestar is doing is not same as what Tesla is doing. Tesla wants to build 10 million cars a year. That's not Polestar's ambition. They're taking a different path. So it's important to understand it and be able to differentiate what both companies are trying to accomplish. So the share price being low right now, I'm just buying. Seriously. By the way, that's not financial advice, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm buying because I love cheap shares of a great company. Leadership is great. The only thing that they're lacking is infrastructure and efficiency. It took Tesla a decade to develop their infrastructure and efficiency to where it is right now. It wasn't easy. It was incredibly difficult. It's not going to be easy for Volvo to change everything that they've been known to do so well. It's not going to be easy for Polestar to adapt to the current market. It's a very capital intensive industry, making vehicles, extremely capital intensive. And the rewards, that comes 10 years down the line. Seriously, that's when the rewards come. 5 to 10 years down the line. It's a struggle. So companies like Polestar, Lucid, Rivian, Neo, they've got a long way to go, but they've got plenty of potential. So Rivian prices have been falling as well, and I've been buying Rivian as well because I like the company. I like what they're doing. I like the fact that they have potential, and you can expect them to want to expand their market quite soon. I would love to see Rivian build a European factory or a factory in Asia. I would love to see that. That would be quite incredible. But I'm not panicking on PSNY right now. I'm not panicking on Polestar shares being cheap. It's basically a crash right now. But I'm not panicking. I said earlier this year, I still believe that the company share could achieve $10 to $15 this year before the end of the year. Here's the thing. Has my mind changed? No. I still believe that PSNY will hit $10 this year, maybe $15. Especially if the market, the EV market, has a huge turnaround. All of this is happening at the start of 2023. We've got 9 months to go. That's plenty of time for a lot of different things to happen. So let's keep our eyes open. Let's stick to the plan. But people are investing in Polestar, and I think they expected too much from this company too soon. I think people are quick to forget that almost everyone in the public media was complaining about Tesla and saying that Tesla was going to fail for a very long time. This is all people could talk about on a daily basis in the media. They would always say Tesla was going to fail, and it never did. And that's thankful to incredible leadership. But anything can happen in the markets. But I'm just saying, this is how the system works. You have to invest in a company. And again, not financial advice, but how I invest in companies is if I believe in a product, I believe in the product. If the price of the share goes to $1, I don't care. I still believe in the product. I believe in the leadership. They do have flaws. Can they fix these flaws in time? Yes, they can. And that's what I'm focused on. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment. And I'll see you in our next video. Peace. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's how you stay up to date with all of our articles. Seriously, we're writing articles on a weekly basis. I did take a little bit of a break, but now I'm back. Let's get this going. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.